or should I say, your int scope?
Got it, also. Show the sneaky snake how to play.
See the village? Straight ahead? Look up.
Okay.
Alright, that's the village. If you see something through the binoculars and you need more information, just give me a call. I'll tell you anything I can about it.
Right, I'll see it. Wait, how do you... Okay, get it.
That's Violo Village. The Violo Calais. The villagers fled the war and evacuated a while back. Since then, it's become a base for the Soviets' 40th Army. A few days ago, Miller was taken through there, en route towards Dewandehar. You may be able to pick up the trail there. It's worth a shot. Put a marker on it so you don't lose track of where it is.
Right on, man.
Good. Now you won't have to worry about getting lost along the way. You can't have much left in him. I give him 3 days, tops. If we fail, and he dies, we lose our chance of revenge. But we need more intel. If you just go charging into Dewandehar, you'll be putting both your lives at risk. See what you can find out first. The Soviets have other outposts, not just the one you saw. Afghanistan is a big place. I expect you'll become quite familiar with those binoculars as you plan your next move. How and where you make it, well, that's up to you. From here on out, you're on your own. You're a legend in the eyes of those who live on the battlefield. That's why you have to handle this mission yourself. Put those 9 years behind you, and return as Big Boss. That's how Koss would want it. I'll be sending additional intel by radio. Stay sharp. Not one of Miller's bodyguards survived. And they were good. All we found on the scene were their corpses and knees. You'll be missing them. And you're his only hope of getting them back. Now go! Let the legend come back to life.
Awesome. And he disappeared. Rescue Kazuhira. Well, at least he's alive, you know, makes me happy.
Why don't you do a little more practice in those ruins? Shooting, taking cover, climbing obstacles. See to it that 9-year gap doesn't slow you down.
Because he was one of those iconic characters from Metal Gear, Peace Walk. Now we need to learn how to play this game, man, because I play Ground Zero a lot, but that was a month ago, and I became rusty to the controllers again, which I know is bad, but it could hurt you. So can we see this? Well, at least I break. I really love that ethnic feeling of this place, man. Seems like an ancient, forgotten by time era. Also, this is what it's telling me in the game. Back in high. It's good to know, man. High like this, and peak going on. Now.
That's a type of medicinal plant. Bring it back to base. It's sure to be useful sometime.
I'm not the kind of person that's gonna run straight to the waypoints, you know. If it's a big open world game that allows you to explore I was gonna be wandering around, but we got the tapes. If you see the map, it has like some boundaries on every mission. So what I got? Magazine. That's an inscription right there. Arms material, multi-purpose rifle. Nice, man. Will be the best weapon ever if it doesn't run out of suppressor. That's my gun, the Hush Puppy. Bionic arm. Wow, that really reminds me of Bionic Commando so much. Oh, the infrared. Guess this is gonna be really helpful at nighttime. I'm just checking to see how you control the grenades, okay? Gorgeous, man, this game. I mean, for a rocky desert, it looks amazing. Hey, bird. Get me waiting, huh? Alright, see. Oh, hey, items. I cannot grab that. That sucks.
Even the sheerest cliffs are climbable if there are cracks you can use as handholds. You might even find some unexpected routes that way. Keep an eye out for cracks on your travels.
Right on, Ocelot. I don't see any crack. I mean, I guess some kind of specific crack, right? Flower.
Golden crescent. It's a type of medicinal plant. We can use that to make tranquilizer rounds more potent.
Yeah, that's the crack that he meant. Alright. But just to let you know, again, as a reminder that I started playing, you know, Metal Gear games ever since the old school NES days. Let's read this. Let's start with the first one. I always love to hear these cassettes. They're really important for the lore of the game. So I'm gonna try to show each of them.
You were hospitalized in Dikelia, a British sovereign base area on Cyprus. It's part of British overseas territory that falls outside of Cypriot jurisdiction. You got moved from Cuba's Little America right into Cyprus's Little Britain. Why Dikelia? The UK and the US remain close allies. The last place Cypher would think to look for you is inside their own system. That's what kept you safe in British military hospital for 9 years. The safest place from a whale is inside its own belly. You were a regular Geppetto.
Well, it wasn't Pinocchio who led me out to safety. So who was that guy?
Cypher went so far as to attack British territory, burning their own ally. That's how badly they wanted you dead.
I'm sorry, Snake. I'm just wondering how the hell to get up there. Oh, okay, like this. Nice. At least I figured it out, god damn it. Oh man, that jump was so funny, like let's hear the next one.
He said I was in a British military hospital. But the doctor had a Greek accent.
They hire locally. Easier to trust them. Dekelia is also home to Greek Cypriots, after all.
What about the Turks? They haven't returned to the south.
Not yet. The Cyprus dispute is still a long way from resolved. The country is just as split as it was in '74. Turkish Cypriots in the north, Greek Cypriots in the south. Between them, the Green Line, the UN established.
And Dekelia sits right on top of it.
It does. Part of the buffer zone between the two groups. Another reason it was the perfect place to hide you. Easy to spot any outsiders snooping around.
So how do things stand?
Now, last year, the Turks declared that the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus is an independent state, though it's only Turkey that recognizes it. In the past, the Greeks and Turks lived side by side in the same villages. There are reasons to fight. Those came from the outside. Greece, Turkey, Britain, America, they all have their own stake in pitting the two sides against each other. But once you spark something like this, it's impossible to control. Both sides build up grudges like debt, without the foresight to see that each act of revenge just fans the flames, and then it's too late for other nations to rush in with peace talks. The embers keep on smoldering. Each nation's arrogance only breeds anarchy. The world is paralyzed by this hunger for revenge. Cyprus is no different.
Watch it any further and you'll leave the mission area.
Yeah.
You're up.
We're changing ships?
We can't go sailing the Suez in a whaler.
The Suez Canal. When did they reopen it?
Not long after you were attacked. Once they finished sweeping it for mines after the Arab-Israeli conflict. Can you stand? We've got to transfer it to a container ship for passage through the Suez. Our destination is Pakistan, Afghanistan's neighbor to the south. There we disembark and head via Peshawar to the Zero Line, the border. We'll travel to the Khyber Pass by road.
And then?
Continue on horseback. Afghanistan's main roads are under Soviet control. We'll need to go around them. It'll be all narrow, winding paths through the mountains. We'll do better on horseback. It's a local guerrilla tactic. They use the higher ridges to avoid air recons. Then they charge down the mountains for ambushes. The Soviets still haven't devised a counter strategy. Our time frame is only half as much as we really need. It's gonna be a tough march.
Better horses than boats.
Well, it'll make for good physiotherapy. Take the time to get used to that new arm.
That's tarragon, a type of medicinal plant. It contains trace amounts of a benzodiazepine derivative that's the active ingredient in pentazimine.
Yeah.
Sun's down already. It goes without saying that darkness is good for infiltration. But your vision will be affected just the same. Keep your guard up, or who knows when you'll bump into an enemy.
Yeah.
Right on. Who knows? Who the hell knows?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen right now, very soon. Well, I was trying to shut the hell up, you know, when I press the tapes. Or I really hate to talk over the NPCs. So. I'm sure that many people will hate me for that, so I'm trying not to ruin that for them.
Yeah.
I don't like to compromise,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
you know, the integrity of the game just because I have to be talking all the time. That's not how I like to be. So I bet if I go over there, the game is gonna make me to turn back, right? Because yeah, you see the barrier right there, right there. It's like every mission has a barrier point. But don't worry, other missions they will go beyond this map, so it's not gonna be all the time the same map.
Whoa, whoa!
I'm just curious about this.
You're heading outside the mission area.
Come on, Aussie. It's just me, man. I am an explorer. I'm trying to see. I was trying to see which are the limits of the game. Or even better, trying to feel how big a game can get, you know?
Whoa, whoa!
You're leaving the mission area. You're not giving up, are you?
Man, fuck off with that, Ocelot, god damn it. Alright, alright.
Yeah.
Just checking the map to see if I'm not going against another barrier. I don't want to fail the mission. If you go beyond, for some stupid reason, the game is gonna make you out to lose. Instead of simply make you turn back, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I understand games have to have limitations, and
Yeah.
especially if it's a console game, you know. But I'm just wondering how big, you know, the first mission can be. And I bet, look at the moon, it's cool. I bet there's so many secrets here and there, you know, items to pick up and stuff like that I got no clue. Hopefully over time I
You're
will
almost
learn.
at the enemy outpost, Violo Village. The village is crawling with enemy soldiers. Don't just go waltzing in. Start with some recon. Is there anywhere that overlooks the village?
Yeah.
I know, Ocelot. Stealth and espionage.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to go there all like crazy Rambo.
Whoa, whoa!
Call of Duty and everything in path, you know, that's not the spirit of this game. Oh yes, I can make that joke, it's so cool. I don't know if it's any enemies behind the rocks, kinda trying to be a little bit careful, so for a moment I thought that we were walking into some kind of place where people's gonna be around. So that yellow waypoint is the main objective, you know, rescue Cass. But we're not gonna do that straight away. We're gonna just go around the area first. See how much we can gather before we do that. Northern Kabul. Of course, Afghanistan.
How about it? Can you see the village from there? Use the binoculars to recon. Look at where the enemies are stationed. Look at their gear. Take it all in. There should be a command post somewhere. See any buildings with tighter security? If there are clues to Miller's whereabouts, I'll bet you can find them in there.
Soviet Union flag. Just to let the world know that I'm not in any side of any country or any flag, you know. I just stand alone. And even if I don't know what to think about the Russians in general, I know there's always great people over there. Oh, so that's how I call it hers, huh? I was kind of wondering. I mean, I don't like any Empire or or any president or government or kingdom. So I know the Russian is not better than any other empire, but
That's marking. Focus on a thread and it'll be marked automatically. You can mark enemies and vehicles by zooming in with your binoculars or camera. Once they're marked, you'll also see their positions on the map.
I know that also not. I still remember that from Ground Zeroes. Did I show him? I don't know if I hit or not. It's too far away to tell. Oh yes. Okay.
Don't leave bodies out in the open. Find some place to drop them out of sight.
Right on, Aussie. I don't see anybody, man. Sometimes you can get spot for the moment and from the direction that you're not expecting at all. That guy looks really Russian because of the shirt. The stereotype looking shirt that many of them like to use in the army. Now I'm thinking, how the hell I'm gonna get rid of this guy? Because he's gonna wake, he's gonna fuck me up. Well, has to be done. I don't have any Fulton, I don't know. Shit, what the fuck? I wasn't expecting that. God damn it. Shit. I already fuck up this. I'm sure they cannot see me here. It's almost nighttime and I'm in the shadows here. Fuck. My first exclamation. Freak! You got discovered by the enemy. God damn it. Not sure what you're saying, man, but pretty sure you're trying to say, let's fuck him up. Kill the stranger. At least I'm gonna try not to die in this shit, even if I'm sucking right now. Well, as I was saying, just because it's...
Looks like the enemy's lost sight of you. They're gonna try to hunt you down.
Yeah, I know, listen. I just read that. I'm not safe. They're gonna send some hunters for me now. Shit. I think I'm gonna have to go around the area. Because I'm gonna be looking in this area right here. God, that evil music in the background. This is tense, man. Whew. Metal Gear, man. Oh shit, can you see me here? Please let it be like Metal Gear 3, they cannot see me in a place like this. Nice. Yes. I think I may get this. Oh no. God damn it. That's not good. Oh my god. Wow. Wait, what? Isn't it a shoulder for me? No way. No yet. The music sounded like a chopper. I was like, what? What the hell? God. These guys are serious with this stuff. I think it was gonna be as how the other guy find me in the grass when I was using the Hush Puppy, and I was in a very stealthy area covered with grass, and I don't know why he just rushed exactly to the direction where I was. I don't know. I'm gonna get it now. Not just that, but another one, a fourth one appeared behind me. Really got to be... I don't know, I got to look my back more now. Hey buddy, I'm gonna snipe you. Yes! What a headshot! I love this rifle already. Won't mess with my horsey, you shit. I think I got them all in this area. Now they're going to send... Are they going to send more looking for me? They're still in alert. Look at that. This is more realistic, you know. In real life, something like this happened, they're gonna be looking for you for like 2 days, man. Now, let me see if I can... I'm gonna try to get close to this guy. See if I can CQC the hell out of him. I see one over there. Good thing that they cannot see me from kind of far away. Shit. Shh. I'm gonna try to scare him. Yes, it worked. Come here. Tell me what you know.
Talk.
Boss, you don't understand what he said? I guess that makes sense. It looks like that horn stuck in your head has impacted the language center of your brain. If only we had a recruit with the Russian interpreter skill, we could get by with simultaneous interpretation.
Come on, music. Don't make me feel so bad. I mean, if I cannot dispose of them, I don't care to kill them at all. But I know that later on, I'm gonna have to start to spare them and send them back to Mother Base if I need to level up. This game has a very great feature that comes from the Peace Walker. Oh, I'm trying to grab you. I don't. sleep, man. This time a prolonged sleep. I know that you get more bonuses, right? If you don't kill them. But this is my first playthrough, man, so I'm gonna try not to fuck it up too much, like I already have. And knowing that they are dead, I know they can awake, and I don't know for how long they're gonna be sleeping. Well, this one's not gonna get up, that's for sure. I mean, I admit that even if it sounds cruel, I like the assassination feature of this game, but at the same time it's good that they encourage people not to kill too. You have that choice too.
A parabolic antenna. There could be intel files of some kind in there.
That's where I go in Aussie, but I have to clear the place. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but Ocelot, he's part Russian, right? I mean, in Metal Gear 3, they were all Russians. Like... all except Eva. Sit down, baby. Wait. That was the last one? So you're gonna like claim the place after you kill them all, is that how it is?
A dumpster. Looks big enough to hide somebody. You could stash a downed enemy in there, or hide in it yourself. Just don't stand too close to me afterward.
Come on, Ocelot. I know, I guess I cleared the whole place already, but I still wanna be careful because I don't know if a soldier can just appear in my face, you know. I'm not 100% sure if we did in fact clear the whole area. I thought they were calling for reinforcements. I know some areas they are like you have to do stealth, or they're gonna keep calling reinforcement till you know till they pretty much they're gonna make you run away. But well, this area cannot be that hard, right? It's just the beginning area, so still it can be tricky. Shit. Glad there's no enemies around to hear that. What is up here? There's a ladder. Not lure enemies. Do I have any flashlight? I mean, I know it's not stealthier, but it would be cool to see in darker times. Darker areas. My loyal horsey, man. Just appear, teleport me. I love it. Oh, look.
Those materials are already processed. They should come in handy sooner or later. Why not start gathering them?
That's what I'm doing, Aussie.
While the Soviets have indicated they are not participating in the Los Angeles Olympics, primarily because the United States has made no attempt to guarantee the safety of the Soviet Union's athletes, The United States is increasingly demonstrating the belief that the issue has nothing to do with its preparations, and in fact this is retaliation for the Western nations' boycott of the previous Moscow Olympics. That concludes today's news.
That's quite some news.
The Soviet Union not attending the LA Olympics? Yeah. Andropov's death has changed some things. They're calling it revenge for the Western boycott of the Moscow Olympics.
Countries boycotted the Moscow Olympics.
Yes. In protest of the Soviet Union's invasion of Afghanistan. Over 50 countries were absent. It's too bad I didn't get to see Yamashita's judo. When the 40th Army crossed the Amu River 4 years ago, détente went right out the window. The U.S. Congress chose not to ratify SALT II, and Reagan's hardline politics won in the presidency in a landslide. According to him, the Soviet Union's an evil empire.
The Second Cold War.
And there's been no end to regional conflicts and civil wars. Lebanon, the Falklands, Grenada, Iran, Iraq. The story never changes.
Egypt and Israel did sign a peace treaty. But then the driving force on the Egyptian side, President Sadat, was assassinated afterward. Apparently his actions were considered a betrayal of his fellow Arabs. Islamic extremists?
Yes. Fundamentalist extremists have been responsible for some bold acts of terrorism in recent years.
We've had extremist students in Iran take U.S. embassy workers hostage, and suicide bombings in Lebanon. Over 300 foreign soldiers stationed there have been killed.
Countries have yet to develop an effective means of dealing with terrorism. Afraid of losing their own men, they've pulled their forces out, handing private forces a golden opportunity.
Private forces?
Small armies with no national affiliation, working for the highest bidder. That's right, they got the idea from you. After Mother Base went down, they began spreading to meet the soaring demand. Miller's organization is just one of many PFs now. The entire world is after you. But at the same time, it needs you too.
Good tapes. So we have Ocelot briefing and the Man on Fire. Also we got music here. Over time we're gonna be listening to others. I'm afraid to put music. I don't know if I'm gonna get a stupid copyright claim, you know, like I did in episode 2 for no reason. Just pisses me off. I get a claim by Konami, and at least I send the email, and the video is on dispute right now, and I mean, as long it's not one of those nasty copyrights that your video get banned in countries, which that really aggravates me so much beyond belief.
Is that? So you picked up an intel file. Now we know where Miller is. I'm marking it on your iDroid.
Nice. I thought we already knew where he was. Just checking his weapon. AK, huh? But yeah, I really hate copyrights, man, so much. The one I got on the episode 2 of this series, it was total nonsense, man. We got one during that credit where Ocelot and Snake is arriving to Afghanistan in the desert, so. But it's not any of those really bad strikes, you know. It's just a claim. Still, it really affects the, I don't know. It's just an annoyance that nobody wants to deal with. And it shouldn't be that way, you know. We shouldn't be living in such a selfish, controlled, manipulated world. So what do we got here? Oh, a diamond. Huge man.
That's a rough diamond. Good find. It'll fetch a high price.
A high price, stranger. Alright, Ocelot. Make sure to get to you. Got my horsey over there. Well, I'm trying to loot everything in the area and, you know, explore the whole place. So, next episode we're gonna be heading to another area, see if we can also claim it for ourselves. I don't know if we're gonna rescue Cass on the next one. We may. But anyway, Sneaky Snake out for now.